let's explore autistic history and the Autism Wars. This is part 99 of a series. So we left off in the late 90s, and these parent-founded autism organizations are busy making noise and garnering attention and creating communities around their organization that revolve around their belief system on the cause and the cure of autism, whatever that cause and cure is. Now, these organizations are very smart and have learned to funnel parents in earlier years via conferences, newsletters, and different things like that. But the internet explodes this type of interaction with parents in such a way that it's astounding. It's utterly astounding. And these organizations are able to expand their reach and indoctrinate more parents to their belief system, more parents to funnel into their online communities and funnel them into this belief system that's just, that's all you hear about. It's all around you, you know? And it's full of hope for the future. Whatever they're telling you ends with hope for the future. And they're making parent warriors to battle for the causes of autism organizations, and the way they market everything. I mean, you know, these people think they're going to help their child in the future. At least that's how it felt to me in the 2000s era. But here we are. Let's take a look at October 3rd, 1999. And we see this big misinformation push that takes across the USA, and it just becomes unbearable. And it's still very much a problem today. People still today wholeheartedly believe that more autistics are being born because of the MMR vaccine. And, all right. So, but they get a platform that's giant, so giant. Let me share it with you. It says CNN and Time episodes, October 3rd. CNN and Time, which are cable stations, explore the possibilities that childhood vaccines are causing some children to become autistic. This hour-long show puts public health policy against parental rights. So you hear that and think, oh, a news source, but this news source is interviewing parents of these autism organizations, and they are sharing their autism belief system like it's fact, and it legitimizes everything that they're saying, and it catches like wildfire across the country for so many parents. It's astonishing. Now, it's also being marketed to as well. I mean, it really seems like there's some validity here with the way all of these organizations are talking, the way they're infiltrating the media, the way they're on talk shows and in publications and everywhere else. It is everywhere. And it's being spoke about as if it's a real thing. And then we kind of circle back around to this Autism in the News blurb. It says, on Sunday, October 3rd, 1999 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, CNN will air a story called A Question of Harm? Which focuses on the family who are behind the Unlocking Autism. Remember? Unlocking Autism. Parent-founded autism organization, I think, just launched this year or the year before. They are behind the Unlocking Autism, a project to collect 58,000 pictures of autistic individuals to be arranged in a massive display that will debut at an awareness rally next year in Washington, D.C. Now, if you watch the rest of the videos before this section of autistics rising against this rally here and having a communication exchange. Laura Tisnock. an autistic communicated with the founders of this project, and we went through it back and forth about them excluding autistic people and autistic voice. And so you have all of this happening, and they're gaslighting autistics so they can get this. They can get into the media. They can get into everyone's homes in one way or another and get their message heard. And they are locking out autistics. They are literally arguing with autistics about this agenda of theirs. And they are saying autistics are being problematic because we just don't all want to get along for one day, when getting along for this one day would require us to suspend actual understanding of being autistic, to embrace their myth of autism. So let's talk a wee bit more about unlocking autism and the myth system behind their organization. So to refresh or reiterate, the Hear Our Voices rally exchange between Laura Tizoncik, I'm sorry, it's Tisoncik, and they were with autistics.org, and they responded to an email from Autism Resource Connections, ARK, Cara Fusella, who was an originator of the Hear Their Silence rally and partnered with the other organizations to present it and put it on. But anyhow, in doing so, she says, I was the woman who had the idea to go to D.C., Washington, D.C., to begin with. Boy, this is a shock to see. And this is in speaking to Autistic Laura. Laura says, it shouldn't be, given that this was organized without any real input from the autistic community itself, and in complete disregard for what we value for ourselves. And Carol states, you have no idea of the heart and soul put into this day. Laura, the autistic, responds, that makes pursuing an agenda that ignores and offends autistics appropriate? Carol states, I have 2 children, both autistic, and this day was for all the people in the autism community as a whole to unite and to stand proud. And Laura states, you can't just declare unity and have it happen. You need to make it happen first, and then, only then, you can have it happen. This is the first commandment of coalition building, and you broke it. Laura says, you disregarded the autistic community. We don't all speak with one voice. We aren't all high-functioning Aspies, that's a short word for Asperger's, with PhD. Some of us aren't even verbal, but we do have voices in the electronic world. The very name of the rally is an insult to many of us. You can no longer assume you'll be hearing our silence. You are going to need to learn to hear our voices. Laura states, your agenda, though you deny it to us and soft pedal it at times, is to get Congress to pour money into finding a cure. I remember well the original announcements of this rally, how they talked of cures, spoke of children but not adults, and invited parent involvement, but not ours. She later states, if you want unity with us, you have to learn to compromise, not merely demand obedience. And of course, the first compromise put forward was about the word cure. Soft pedaling the cure agenda when confronted about it, said Laura, without actually removing it from your telephone number, your fundraising, and every other place the agenda pokes through, and trying to hide behind warm, fuzzy, content-free euphemisms like autism awareness will not create unity, just anger at your presumption we'd be silent. If you want unity, you need to give us a reason to support you.